Week 6 of the Ben Goes Racing blog, and rounds 5 and round 6 of the World Touring Car Championship is the venue for this week. And it's a pretty special place. I love Morocco, and especially Marrakech with its crazy old town, its very modern new town, and then the mountains, the Atlas Mountains, where in fact you can go skiing. The circuit's situated about 15 minutes outside of the old town, and it's a unique place, especially for the FIA. It's the only race now in Africa in any FIA accredited series, and it's also of course a street circuit. The circuit itself is actually designed and built by D3 Motorsport Development, who are an Australian company. They in fact do the Surface Paradise Gold Coast event, and therefore they've got that experience of building a successful street circuit there, and they brought that to Marrakech. The street circuit is actually based upon the main road out of Marrakech towards the Atlas Mountains, and it causes havoc really for anyone trying to drive from this massive city out towards the mountains. There's been snow up there over the last couple of days, about 50 centimetres of snow, only an hour away from the circuit. And when we got here on Thursday, it was really raining. Thankfully, however, it's business as usual, 23, 24 degrees here for the race weekend. And the circuit, unique in the fact that it's very fast. It's similar to Monza in terms of speeds, with very fast chicanes as well. And the drivers like the atmosphere of coming here, but don't necessarily enjoy blatting over these huge curves. Well, apart unless your name is Tom Chilton, of course, he loves to get two wheels up in his Ford Focus. Of course, we were here a couple of years ago for the World Touring Cars, and 2009 and 2010, but last year we had a break. We didn't race here, and we thought that things might have changed actually. Nothing's changed at all. The circuit is still rough and ready around the edges, and well, later on I'll show you where my hotel is, right in the centre of the circuit. So if the cars start going around early on in the morning, the girlfriends and the friends and the fans get woken up by AutoGP at 9:30 in the morning, rather than having a nice lie-in that a lot of them like to do. Morocco itself really gets behind the event. We've got 2 radio stations broadcasting live from the paddock, and also then there's live television throughout the weekend as well, and there's one TV studio just down below me here. So they really enjoy it, and it's a Grand Prix for them. They call it the Grand Prix of Marrakech anyway, and they absolutely love having their local hero Mehdi Benani and being really involved. Sadly though, there's some really negative points about the track. Obviously we've spoken about the chicanes, and they tend to break up throughout the weekend. The atmosphere around the circuit is sort of, well, very underdeveloped. There's still buildings being built, and they've been there for 3 or 4 years. The infield section that doesn't have hotels is, well, muddy because of the rain we've had. It would be dusty otherwise. So in essence, this is exactly what the Marrakech street circuit is all about. If we turn just behind me there, that is the bridge over the back straight, 180 degrees round, and in the distance you can see on my left hand side the bridge to the front straight, and in the centre, well, not a huge amount. The Hotel Kasaba has just been finished, and that is where we're staying in the Kenzi Menara further in the distance, and a small fun fair which is pretty much deserted, and this is race day. This year there's no grandstands either, so if you are a fan and want to come and watch, it's very difficult to actually see any part of the circuit at all with these massive barriers. It's unique in the fact that we also drive or walk up the circuit to get to the paddock in the morning. So we come out of our hotel, wander up down the back straight towards the TV compound, and in fact I saw James Nash hitching a ride on a pickup truck all the way down to the hotel last night. So it's a really fun place to be, and it's provided us with some really entertaining racing. Not too many safety cars like we saw 2 years ago when we came here, but really good fun, and I absolutely love this place. It's a race that will stay on the calendar, and I hope it does, because it's a great place to come. Most of the Ford team will be staying for the rest of the week. They'll be having a little holiday before they return back to Europe. The cars will go straight to Slovakia in 2 weeks' time. And in between them and the next race of the World Touring Cars, I'm going rallying. Next weekend I'm going to the Forster Rally School, and you'll be able to catch up with me on Ben Goes Racing then. So until that moment, I hope you have a nice week, and see you soon.